just like life. But I'm kind of patient, 'cause only time will tell. It's gonna go up, so you better stay calm. And crow your coins, you gotta crow your coins. Crow your coins, crow your coins. Crow your coins, you gotta crow your coins. Crow your coins, crow your coins. Crow your coins, you gotta crow your coins. Crow your coins, crow your coins. Crow your coins, you gotta crow your coins.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? This is the Crypto Crow. I have to tell you, I'm like super pissed. Streamlabs OBS, which is the streaming software I use, made some dumbass changes, and it's like screwing up everything. I can't. They with one fell swoop, they made all these changes to their platform, and now when I go live, it doesn't reflect my thumbnail, everything else. It makes me use this other bullshit, and even the chat is not representative. So like, I'm not even sure how to fix it, but they just botched everything, and I'm super pissed. I might actually look for something else to use, because I just did all this work, thumbnail, everything, and I know that it's making me go live right now with this generic shit about me going live, and I'm like really pissed. Yeah, screw it. There's nothing I can do right now, but I don't know any way to fix it. I don't know what the hell. So anyway, what's up? Rusty's first. So anyway, yeah, it's Saturday. It's 3:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and Bitcoin is still, it's been dropping, but it's actually, I think it's green now. No, it was green for a minute, and then we just got a sell signal on an hour, so probably going to continue going down. Is my guess. Some people are saying that this has been one big fake out. So I don't really know. What the heck is that? Ken Bozak. What? That's so funny. I don't even see him in chat. I don't know. That was like I've never seen that before. That was kind of cool, actually. What's up, Ken? If you're here. What's your net worth? $20 after paying my taxes. So anyway, so that's Bitcoin. I mean, we've got this support down here that we wicked off of. That was on November 19th, and it started to go up. And I did some pretty cool videos recently about where I see things going long term. This is my weekly projection in the future, so we'll see. I don't know how it's all going to play out, but we'll see. I can't even see this chat. Like I'm in. God, Streamlabs really freaking hosed everything. I'm so pissed. Do you play Magic or 40K? It's funny because I used to play. What's up, Dick Insider? I haven't seen you in a while. I used to play Magic the Gathering quite a bit, and I just got tired of pumping money into it. And then I started playing Magic the Gathering Arena, and that was cool for a while. But once you get to a certain point, it's like everybody just plays the same damn decks, and it's just kind of stupid. People go in, they net deck, they see what's the most popular, what has the most wins, and then they create that deck, and it's like everybody ends up playing the same thing. It's kind of stupid. So I stopped bothering. I play a game called War Machine. Jeffrey Epstein didn't kill himself. What up, Ken Bozak? It's nice to see you, dude. It's so cool to see you, dude. And by the way, I feel terrible that you were not able to get into the nightclub at the Chainwise after party. Of course, Ken Bozak was at the event, and as always, just super cool, super chill, happy as hell. Just everybody loves Ken. But unfortunately, Ken decided to try and wear pajamas to a nightclub. And they would not. They came to me and they're like, dude, who's this guy out there who reeks of weed and is wearing pajamas? I I was like, that's my boy Ken Bozak. I was like, can't you let him in? And they're like, absolutely not. And I was like, come on. And I tried for a minute, but they were so adamant about it that I was just like, okay, I don't want to get like start. I mean, they were taking care of me. They gave me like the whole back corner of the nightclub, and we had a blast. Unfortunately, Ken wasn't able to get in. I'm used to dress codes. Yeah, they have a pretty strict dress code there, so it was kind of sad because, man, we would have been able to have so much more fun. But I did feel kind of bad, but I just didn't want to like start a big deal. But anyway, I do play a game called War Machine that I find significantly superior to Warhammer. However, I do have an Adeptus Mechanicus list. I forget how many points. I think it's like 1,500 points. And so I do have that. And I just started painting it. I haven't even played Warhammer 40K yet, but I created I got all the models for a competitive tournament list for the future. Something that I'm painting very slowly over time. But as this is this is part of the Grimkin faction. It's really hard to see. Maybe if I come back here, I don't know. But this is a Cage Rager for the Grimkin faction in War Machine. And he's like this big burly dude, and he's an arc node. You can cast spells through him and all kinds of stuff. I love War Machine personally. It's my favorite game ever played. Well, I will say next to Battletech. Battletech was my first love in the miniatures gaming back when I was in grade school. I was introduced to it during Saturday school. So yeah, we need a motivational rant. Maybe. I can't force those things. That's the thing. Like, I've been so caught up in stuff, getting things situated with Crow's Nest X, and just, you know, there have been a lot of issues that apparently have, as of today or yesterday, well, this morning, been resolved. A lot of people are having trouble with the date of birth issue. Like the date of birth box, if you are over 40 years old, would red out. So you couldn't even complete registration. And that's been an ongoing problem for months for people over 40. So that has apparently been resolved. A lot of issues have apparently now been resolved. And so I'm going to be, go test it out. Let me know. We've got some other some issues that we're gonna have to handle manually. Some people with ACH transfers for Fiat are still waiting to get their accounts credited, which is going to happen this week. And just a lot of different issues, but it looks like things are starting to come together, and hopefully, maybe some of you guys that haven't set up accounts yet will go set up an account at Crow's Nest X and let me know what your experience is like and if you run into any issues. So, but yeah, I mean, just with everything going on, it's been difficult, man. I have been really playing with CrowTrader, and it's going to sound like an infomercial, but I'm really, really, really digging this bot. And this down here, I've had 6 trades with Tezos against Bitcoin, and this is my now I am. Like I told everybody a few days ago, I was just doing paper trading for now, because with the market where it's at, I was kind of curious if I were running these settings. I'm going to show everybody what I did. But if I were running these Bollinger Band settings at pretty much base, what could I expect in the market as jank and down and crappy as it is? And would I do better with Bitcoin pairs or Fiat pairs, USD? And now this bot runs right now in CoinBase Pro. And so it's been doing pretty decent. I mean, given the circumstances, you'll see REP against USD. I made 2 trades there. Now it's showing 0.00 because my gains so far on this pair haven't been that great. But like XTZ, it's really knocking it out. Right now, I'm in the green, and it's looking for an exit for another trade it recently made. I'm in the green there. Litecoin, it bought, and it's looking for an exit, but it's currently trending down, so it's going to be a little while. That's what this Sentinel is. It's telling you, like, are you at profit looking for an exit, or are you negative and looking for an exit? So if it's green, that's telling you, hey, this is going pretty well. We're just waiting for the best exit, which means it could be up 0.1% or whatever, but I'm looking for 1.5 in gains before I want to exit a position. A lot of these other USD pairs right now have been they're down, so it's waiting for an exit. But it's been kind of a mixed bag. You'll see I'm making some trades, and then my Bitcoin pair, I just did this as an experiment. It's up 0.004 Bitcoin after 6 trades over the past like couple days. This is on a 15-minute Bollinger Band. So if I click that, you'll see. Well, you can't really see it, but you can down here. The lowest, it looks like the smallest gain I've had is 1%. So that was on 11/22. So that was yesterday. This thing made 1, 2, 3, 4 trades yesterday alone, for a total of about 4.5% in gains. So that is really good. This is showing you the entries and exits of those trades. So I'm like really digging this, man. You can click here. You can switch this from trades to orders, and it's constantly updating. Bling, 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 bling. I mean, it's just, this bot is going to kick some serious ass. I'm telling you. It's finally starting to. It's my gains over 7 trades with Fiat are up enough now where it's starting to show me, and then these are my gains with Bitcoin. So it's just, I'm telling you, this thing is cranking, and we're in such a shiz market at the moment for trading, but it's still starting to really kick some tail. I really want to do so, originally having used PaperTrading for quite a while and finding a good deal of success with PaperTrading, I want to do some pretty comprehensive 3 commas versus PaperTrading versus CrowTrader, and really define the differences between the 3 platforms, because they are drastically different. Very, very different. I will tell you straight up that before I ventured into CrowTrader, ultimately like kind of taking over Aquatos in a sense, I had spoke at length with 3 commas about doing something similar, and basically having my own white labeled version of the 3 commas bot. And I was really, really into it until I started trying to use it. And there's a guy who does a lot of videos. He's a guy who wears glasses. I forget what his name is, but they enlisted him to try and help explain some of the nuances of the bot. And he tried, but I feel like even for somebody, now I don't know if he felt like he was kind of teaching his competition or what, but he didn't get very far in making things make sense. And I've watched several of his videos where he explains different strategies in terms of like what you're looking for in trading pairs and things like that. And that's all helpful. But I didn't need help with that. What I needed help with is really understanding exactly how the bot operates, because it doesn't operate with specific trading strategies. It's not like this where, I'm telling you right now, I think CrowTrader is going to be accepted and promoted as the easiest trading bot for newcomers moving forward. But like so Bollinger Band strategy is pretty hot right now. I click this, I pick my pair, I set fixed amount, market order. I'm gonna set my feed to 0.5%, make it take it. Set it on a 15-minute. I'm going to back test over 7 days. I'm going to leave everything else, and I'm going to run it. And I'm going to see what happens. Could be negative. Could be nothing. It's likely going to be zeros. Could show me some possible gains. This isn't trading very much, though. Okay, so I'm getting a gain. It would have made 4 trades over the last 7 days with a 3.35% gain. This is my total P&L. Okay? And so it's showing me everything I need to know, right? And this is back testing. I don't know of another bot that makes it this simple. I mean, seriously, this is like, everybody and their brother and mother and son should be able to use this bot and potentially generate some decent trades. And that's not even getting into the like RSI, CrowGuard, some of the other stuff that helps fine tune things. You can of course change your settings and further expand, define, do whatever you want, customize your settings. And then once you're done, I can save that setting. I can share those settings with other users, which you know I'm going to be doing a lot of moving forward. And I can load other people's settings. If I want to load somebody's setting, I just copy, I paste their setting right into this box, hit OK, boom, and it's done. I'm telling you, this is going to be this is like, I'm not going to lie to you guys. CrowTrader's probably going to, I hate to say it, but I really believe CrowTrader is going to do really, really well for me. Because it's just, it's I don't know of any bot that makes it easier. I really don't. And like, you know, to be able to back test, paper trade, then switch on to live trading. So basically, I'm going to come in here and I'll probably back test for a week or so. And then once everything is done and I'm comfortable and I say, okay, this is actually really good, I'm going to actually start trading Tezos against Bitcoin. All I have to do is click that button right there and it turns on live trading. Done. That's it. If I want some more details about what my strategy is, I go in here and it tells me all the details about that strategy, what I'm doing, the trades that have been made. I mean, I don't know, but I'm pretty sure this is a no-brainer. So yeah, I'm exploring more and more, and I'm gonna be doing I'm gonna go ahead and do some testing with Ethereum pairs, and I'm gonna probably do full testing with Bitcoin pairs. And see what we have, man. You know, by the time Bitcoin starts coming back up, we'll see. Like, you know, at that point, I expect to see my USD pair start to come up and start getting active. And ultimately, that's kind of the beauty of this is I can trade with USD pairs when altcoins aren't pumping as quickly as Bitcoin, but they're still fairly volatile. Cool. I've got my USD pairings to trade on that. If Bitcoin starts to come down and the altcoins are a little volatile, then I can start trading into Bitcoin. It's super simple. It's really easy to be able to do that. So, and like, let's say I have a pair I don't want to do. I should be able to turn it off right there. So, okay, right now, Ethereum versus USD is down 6.11%. So I entered up here, which was at the bottom of that Bollinger Band, and then it took a dump. So I'm waiting for that to come back up, which is like totally fine. I will say that the only thing that I don't have available in this yet is dollar cost averaging. That's the one thing that I really want, because I like trading with DCA, and it really helps you get out of bags quicker. And so that's gonna be coming. I think we're just gonna figure out how to get that in here sooner than later. So let me take a look at chat and see what kind of questions. I think I've been going in and out of this a lot. Take a look at chat, see what kind of questions you guys have. What's going on? Good to see you too, Andreas. Hey, Crow. So in your opinion, how low do you think we will go for Bitcoin and Ethereum? Ethereum, I don't really know. I think, you know, I'm guessing based off a lot of what I've been learning about Ethereum lately, I don't know if we're going to see a huge, like we probably will. I expect to see altcoins actually outplay Ethereum. At least a good number of them. I could be drastically, I could be crazy, I could be totally wrong. Will Ethereum see its all-time high again? Yeah, probably, but I think that it might take a little longer, and I think we're going to see some of its competitors play a bit of catch-up. By that I mean, I'm not saying like Cardano is going to get to $1,500, but growth over Ethereum I see happening with maybe potentially even Stellar, Cardano, some of these others. So we'll see. But there's Bitcoin on the other hand. you know, like in my video yesterday, I kind of explained how I was, you know, watching this other guy's video, and I was looking at the way he was using all these Fibonacci retracement circles, kind of breaking down the past, present, and future, and all this. And I'm like, man, I think the guy's really hit it. Right now, we're kind of hitting off of this moving average. So this is kind of playing support right now. But to me, honestly, this is on a 1 hour. So let's put this on a 4 hour. It looks like we're doing all right, but I think we're going to turn around. We got a buy signal over here on the 4 hour, but I don't see this lasting, and I see us continuing the trend down. That's just my own personal. You know, some people are trying to say that this is one big fake out. And maybe it could be. I don't know. I don't really give a shit either way, because I'm just accumulating regardless. I'm not like swinging it. I'm not swing trading it. I'm not playing with this. It's way too sketchy for me. So I'm not playing it. I don't care. I believe long term that we're going to see some insane growth. So I'm just not all that concerned with it. Would it be nice if I could improve my position? If I could have sold it at 14 grand, bought back in at 7? Sure. But hindsight's always 2020, and you know, where they say the one-eyed man is king of the blind. I'm just not gonna play it. Pajama party, that's right. Hey Crow. Okay, good to see you too. I like StarCraft. Man, StarCraft, that's old school. Next time I'll bring big boy pants. Yeah. Jacob Canfield, haven't checked out War Machine yet. What's up, dude? Man, I haven't heard from you in ages. I message you all the time, you never respond. Jacob Canfield's gotten too big for the Crow. He doesn't even talk to me anymore, but he'll come in my chat. Just messing with him. One of the best TA guys out there, in my opinion. Yeah, War Machine. It's just such an insane. It's a really good game. A matchup, typically like 75 points is tournament. So you're going to want like a 75 point War Machine list. And I'll show some of this stuff. It's by Privateer Press. Sure. The miniatures are just sick too, and they're fun to paint. That's why I bought my shirt. It says I paint so I don't choke people. Show some of the models. These are Infernals. These are the guys that I've been playing with most recently. It's the newest faction to come out, and they're pretty sick. And there's a lot of new ways to play these guys that are being tested right now. Being able to throw like Cricks in with Convergence of Cyrus, which is actually what I have tattooed on my arm. It's the Iron Mother logo. But yeah, the models are just insane, man. And it's just, I don't know. I love this game. Think of War Machine. Think of like so as I was interested in getting into Warhammer just to have something else to play, like another game night a week. You know, a lot of people said, you know, War Machine is like chess on steroids, where Warhammer is basically like you just get drunk and throw dice on a table. That's how it was explained to me by the Warhammer people. And I was like, you know, sometimes I'm in the mood to just be stupid, throw 100 dice on the table and see what happens while I'm drinking. And other times I want to get really strategic and, you know, challenge myself. And so War Machine is definitely a game that will challenge your wits. And it's just a really good time, man. I mean, it really is. And ultimately, I really just like painting the models, and I play because I paint the models. And so it's kind of fun to see like what other themes, what other conversions, all kinds of different stuff people do with their models. So yeah, War Machine's definitely worth it, man. And you can go to like bartertown.com and buy. Some people, they're selling like their entire list, and they'll sell like, you know, they'll sell like an entire faction for a few $100. You know what I mean? Because they've been playing it for years. Maybe they're moving on to something else, or they just got tired of that faction. So you can get some really good deals on Bartertown. LOL, he doesn't like ByBit. I hate ByBit. Burn in hell, ByBit. Yo, Crow, you're doing that ByBit competition? What's your team name? No, I'm not doing jack shit with ByBit. You guys should stay the hell away from it. Spend some time checking out Crypto Art Channel. Guy has unique charting method. I'm interested. He does. He's very unique, and I respect that. I like it. Hey Crow, can you send a link for your DEX? It's not a DEX. It's not a decentralized exchange. Not gonna. It's not. It's crowsnestx.com. It's not a decentralized exchange though. I see my Streamlabs little chat bots working, so that's cool. Hey Crow, you've mentioned a lot of careers and opportunities you've had throughout your life. What do you consider your biggest success and your biggest mistakes, and what did they teach you? I guess you're asking as it relates to business, like what are my biggest business mistakes, and then my successes. I have realized that my biggest success, honestly, I would say, is like my YouTube channel and my venture into the cryptocurrency space. And my biggest failure, I would say my biggest failure is trying to launch a game, trying to launch and crowdfund an MMO game. That was definitely just hell on wheel. Like I still have a dream of developing my own game the way I see fit, but I'm going to do it myself, likely very much privately until it gets to a certain point, and then I will start letting people know. Like I'm not working on a game right now, I don't have the time, but I still want to very, very badly. And that was probably my biggest failure. It's just that I tried for years. It was bleeding me personally. You know, a lot of people are like, oh, you got all this money. I got like 120 grand total, I think, to create an MMO game. And it just, not only was it not even nearly enough, but I learned that, like, if you're going to develop something, make sure your developers are sitting in a room right next to you where you can walk into the room, see what they're working on, and hold them accountable. Because if you can't, they're like mercenaries, man. They're going to do whatever they want. They're going to lie, cheat, and steal. They're going to, I mean, it's just like, I feel like I was kind of, I don't know, man. It was so long ago at this point, but like I was responsible for trying to get that done, and I tried everything I could, and it was just, honestly, it was like the worst 3 years of my life. Like, I still feel like in the eyes of some, I'm like some internet villain because I just couldn't get this game done. So that was my biggest thing, or my biggest failure. And my biggest, my biggest success, I think, was my YouTube and what I've done in crypto so far. And I haven't even started yet. Like, I'm just getting started. I've spent the last 2 years learning and sharing what I've learned. But what I learned between the two experiences is that anytime I've had an idea where I said to myself, oh, I should do this because I think it'll make a lot of money, I think it'll help change my life, I failed. Or it didn't become what I had expected it to. But when I did something purely out of just the passion and love of it, the excitement of it, the challenge of it, and I just went full steam ahead, it became everything to me. I mean, it truly changed my life. And it was more from a focus of, how can I learn to change my life and benefit from what's happening while teaching other people to do the same stuff I'm doing? And that was the biggest thing that I learned. Like, if you sit around and you think to yourself, I wonder what business I should get in. I wonder if this would make money. I wonder if I could make a living from doing this. You're not thinking from the right place. Like, if you notice that you go to the gym every single day, you're in great shape, you're ripped, your body fat percentage is low, and you just happen to realize, well, I know all about diet and working out, but you're a garbage man, you're missing the freaking boat, right? It's like you have to take the things that drive you in your life. To me, challenge drives me. I enjoy challenge. That's why I play War Machine. It's freaking hard, you know? And it's like I get really, really, really bored if I'm not constantly challenged and learning new things. And so, you know, if you're not willing to dive into something that is ultimately going to put you to the test, if you're so afraid of failing that you're not willing to even try, you're never going to get anywhere. And, you know, I've had people in past, oh, you did this and it didn't go well. You did this and it failed. You did that and it failed. Sure. But I keep trying and I keep moving forward. And the lessons that I learn in my failures are what help drive me forward into the success of my future. And so I don't allow anybody to tell me, oh, this isn't possible. Oh, you don't have a degree, Crow. You can't do this. You can't do that. Oh, like even in the mortgage business, it was one of those things where it's like, you know, I'm surrounded by all these guys. They're all college educated and they all think, man, I went in there and mopped the floor with these people, man. I mean, I outperformed like everybody. Like I was top 10 in the country. And I'd only been a loan officer for like 6 months or something. Like I was just blowing through sales records and, you know, volume. And I didn't even have a team. It was just me working refinance leads on the phone at the time. And it's just, you know, yeah, I mean, that's it, you know, just, and I went into that business from being a fight promoter. Man, my nose is edgy. I should turn my fan off, but this sweater's hot down here. So yeah, I mean, that's the biggest thing. Don't be afraid to learn. I mean, venture out into the unknown and attempt to conquer. And if you fail, that's fine. Just take what you learn and utilize it for the next thing. But I do believe that if you follow your true passion and you follow like what you're most and genuinely interested in, you will find success tenfold easier than if you were just sitting around trying to come up with some money-making idea. That is what I learned ultimately. Sandbox, 10 days. Yeah, I can't believe my Sandbox videos only had like 800 views so far. I'm telling you, I think that game is going to wreck face. And I think it's going to be an opportunity for people to potentially make a little money for something that they play. My eyes are like burning. I really think I think at the very least, I'm going to get an estate in that game. I don't know if I'm going to be able to. I'm trying to get these guys to work with me on like some sort of advisory role or whatever. Maybe pay me with my own district that I can use to promote and fill up with fans and things, really turn it into something. But I don't know if they're going to budge on that. We'll see. It'd be a smart move for them. That's for damn sure, especially as we move closer into the next bull run and all that other stuff. CrowTrader works without Crow's Nest X and or the two work together? Question? No. CrowTrader is its own standalone trading bot that right now works on Coinbase Pro, and they are revamping the way it worked on Binance. So Binance is coming again. It used to trade on Binance. That stopped with Coinbase Pro because of the way the back-end system had to be altered to work with Coinbase Pro. And so, but you cannot use CrowTrader on Crow's Nest X. I really wish I could allow people to do that. I just can't. It's a conflict. It's something that my lawyers told me no. You know, everybody's telling me no. So I'm not doing it. I mean, that's all there is to it. I would love to have the volume that bot is going to generate for whoever. But it's just, it would look too shady. You know, like if I totally understand, like, because if I were the SEC and I'm thinking, oh, who's this Crypto Crow dude? He's a YouTuber that tells everybody, check out my bot, buy this trading bot, it's going to be great. And by the way, set up an account on my exchange and you can use your bot on my exchange. Like, it would just totally look shady as hell. And I mean, like, everybody knows I would just not do anything shady. But appearances alone sometimes are all you could potentially need to just get caught up in a whirlwind of bullshit. I just don't want to deal with any of that. What up, Dallas, from California? Could you use brands with a stop loss when it buys on the bottom? Oh, could you use bands with a stop loss when it buys on the bottom so you don't get that kind of dump? Yeah, you can. You can set up stop losses. I just don't use stop losses personally. There are a lot of different ways that you can do it. You can set up stop losses in CrowTrader. I'm almost positive. I have to set it up from scratch though. I just want to make sure that that is in fact low band by percentage gain stop loss right here. So you can set your stop loss for wherever you want in the buy. I just don't use stop losses. I would prefer using DCA to a stop loss personally. So yeah. What do you think about Chico Crypto? I think his videos are sick. Like, I mean, his videos are super good. I just think he's kind of smug and mean. I mean, that's just the way I see it. Like, if he were, I don't know, if he were less like, I'm the best and everyone sucks and everybody's shit but me, and like, I don't know, like, to me, it's such a, like, the way I see it is like, don't ever say something online or in chats or wherever that you wouldn't say to somebody's face. And like, I don't know, like, the quality of his videos are phenomenal. I mean, I call it out. I see it. Like, I don't want to like the guy's content, but it's just, and I don't even like, it's so convincing. You know, he could do a video on just about anything. He could probably, I mean, his videos are so well done. If he did a video telling me the Pope was gay, I might believe it. Like, honestly. So I don't know. It's a dangerous game for him to a certain extent, though. Like, I don't know, man. Like, I don't really have anything against him. I just don't, I don't know. I think I'm just old. Honestly, I just think I'm old. I'm like, kind of like, why can't everybody just get along? Why can't everybody support each other? You know, I try my best to try and support the community, other influencers. I have an invite only group that I've got like 135 different influencers, all these guys. Chico, I think, might even be in there. I don't know. And it's like, I just try to provide avenues for everybody to work and support and help each other. I kind of look at it like in John Wick, you know, where they, you know, when they go to the hotel, it's like sacred, like nobody fights, tries to kill each other, nothing happens in there. It's kind of how my group is. It's kind of how I maintain it. It's like, you know, nobody's here. If you're attacking other people, you're kicked out. And that's it. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. So, you know, personal opinions aside, I mean, he does really good videos. I don't know what more I can say about him. If you're just getting started, what else is in the pipeline? You have a bot, an exchange, the mining. Well, that's just it. I've just been laying down the foundation for those things. You know, I mean, the mining, Crow mining's been doing really well, but with Bitcoin at these prices, I mean, it's most likely more beneficial, in my opinion, to just buy right now and hold it, rather than spend the money on miners and kind of suffer the difficulty as it continues to go up. Once Bitcoin hits $9,000-$10,000 again, at that point, it's probably going to be much more beneficial to buy a bunch of miners. And I want to tell everybody, go buy my miners and make me a whole bunch of cash. It's not right. I don't feel that that's accurate. You know, if anything, you could potentially go either way. And if you're looking at it from like a sheer, you know, if I put X number of dollars in, how much am I going to get out? Well, either way you go, you're going to benefit, I believe. You know, but I can't, I'm not running around promoting Crow mining incessantly right now, because where the price is, it's probably just, you're better off buying, you know, several Bitcoin and holding them. So that's it. Like, You know, and as far as the exchange, it's beta. You know, like we haven't even launched an STO yet. We haven't even really started a marketing campaign yet. I haven't done anything. I haven't done any press tours or you know, like influencer tours or interview tours. I haven't done anything yet for Crow's Nest. All I've ever done so far is talk about it right here, the 150 people. You know what I mean? However many people watch these videos after the fact. I've been truly laying down the foundation, just like I told everybody a year ago. You know, this isn't just about, can I buy something low and sell it high? It's about how can you get involved in the space and become a pillar of the community? How can you become a pillar of the space's growth? That's what I want to be. That's what I want my legacy in crypto to be. I want to be somebody that people look at like, man, this dude started a YouTube channel, built all this stuff. Now he has this whole enterprise, and look what all he's doing with it. Look at, you know, this group that he's helping. Look at just like, that's what I want I want to be known as, like somebody who helped a bunch of people. I took some risks. I educated people. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I want very, very, very badly. And so I am just getting started because the sky's the limit. You know, once these things have really taken off, it's going to open up my world to be able to do anything I want. What do you think somebody like me is going to do when I have the capital and just the overall resources and connections to do anything I want? It's going to get interesting. So yeah, I'm just getting started. Success only confirms you've learned from failure. Failures confirm you are on the right path of learned. That's good, Jack. Thanks for very positive advice, Crow. Always look forward. Well, good, Wilman. I'm glad. Hola, Crow. ¿Qué pasa? I'm curious what you think of Hedera with an H, not Adera, unless there's a new one. Hedera, Hashgraph, and Decentraland. Decentraland, I think, is pretty cool still. I haven't really looked deep into it. I know that I was really excited about them, you know, like a year and a half ago, but I haven't seen a whole hell of a lot come from them. So, yeah, well, I you know, Hedera, Hashgraph, I mean, it all sounds good. There's so many new blockchains and so many different ways of doing things, and it all sounds good. Stellar Lumen sounds good. Cardano sounds good. Hedera, Hashgraph sounds good. All this stuff sounds good, but it doesn't mean anything unless they can establish some serious partnerships and start getting some of these mainstream major corporations to start utilizing them. You know, that's the thing. Do you think it would be insane if we were at the ultimate bottom? Last time the 50-week and 100-week had a golden cross that marked the beginning of the 2015-2017 bull rally. It's so hard to say. I mean, here's the thing, guys. Like, with Bitcoin at these prices right now, thing could happen. And anything could happen. And I was trying to see if there was the fact of the matter is that you can make pretty significant swings in the price of Bitcoin right now, up or down. It all just depends on how you're going to play it. And I don't think this is going to last that long. But could we hit, you know, 5,500 by January? It's possible. It's absolutely possible. Anything is possible in the crypto space, guys. So I don't want to say, oh, by tomorrow it's going to get better, or, you know, by next Thursday we're going to be back up to $8,000. I really don't know. Nobody really does. I just firmly believe that long term we're going to be doing very, very well. So accumulate while you can. That's the only thing I would suggest, in my personal opinion. Crypto is falling because nobody really uses the coins. It's just a bunch of traders that are trading crap. Yes and no. I think you have to look at it on a deeper economic level than that. You know, some of these altcoin projects got insanely funded with Ethereum, and then the market fell out from under them. So now some of these guys are still sitting on Ethereum that's not worth as much. So their capital, their working capital, is significantly reduced. And so a lot of these guys are just waiting for the market to turn around before they can really get busy. And I get that to a certain extent. You know, I don't think anybody really realized that not only was the market going to crash the way it did when it did, but I don't think any of us really expected things to last this long. At least those of us that came into the picture in 2017. The people that have been in this space for the last cycle or the previous couple cycles, they knew what to expect. So when Bitcoin started hitting $20,000 and they started realizing this was the peak, well, then all of a sudden we've got all these prophets, right? Telling the whole world, wow, Bitcoin's going to go down from here and it's going to keep going down, 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 down. Well, these guys have been around for a while. They've seen it all come and go already once before. And then in the 2025 market, I'm going to look like a freaking psychic, right? And people are going to blow up my channel because I'm going to be doing TA and I'm going to keep telling everybody, you know, like in 2022 or whatever, you know, mid 2021, once we start to go down from the new all-time high, I'm going to look like a prophet when I call the top, you know? And so at that point, all those newcomers are going to be like, wow, Crow really knows everything. And I've seen it so many times, and it's just like, you know, the market is cyclical, and it's, you know, what has happened is going to happen again. It's just going to keep getting bigger and bigger. So I'm just not all that concerned. Wilder versus Ortiz 2 tonight, boxing. Oh, okay. I don't even know who's fighting, what the UFC fight is tonight. Good afternoon, Crow. How can I learn more about setting up a DAO? Thanks. I don't know. Google that shit, because I don't know. I haven't set one up. What do you think about ADA staking, Crow? I mean, I love it. I'm just not doing anything with the testnet yet. Is the yellow line the trend line you thought may hit about 4 days ago? No. If you're talking about this here, no. This is a much bigger picture. This is where I was thinking the price would just kind of bebop into this and then break out of it to the upside. But we broke down. So that was a surprise to me. But yeah, that was something totally different. That's me, Mr. Foul. Uh-oh. Someone was cussing. Jack Martin. I know you'll change the world. You already are. Wow, Anna, that's really sweet. I don't know if I'm ever going to change the world, but I sure as hell would like to. I mean, in the grand scheme of things, to really be able to change the world, I feel like you just need... I feel like nowadays you need more than just the capital to do something. You need the capital to protect your ass from those that don't want you to help the world. That's even more scary. That's just the truth to me. There are a lot of people out there that would not want to see a guy like me in kind of real power. I'm pretty sure they would. I don't know. It's like kind of like gut-wrenching to say, but they would like get rid of me, I think, if I ever rose kind of powerful position. When do you think we'll hit the next pick? I assume you mean next peak. I mean, the next all-time high, December 25th to January 5th of 2021. According to, Crypto Art. I can't remember the full name now. Need something shorter and catchier. But yeah, no, I totally agree with his sentiment and what he was charting out. I'm pretty sure every Bitcoin peak has been a December, January high every 4-year cycle. So I don't see why this would be much different. But the thing of it is, this is the halving. And this is the date of the halving right here. Well, potentially sometime in May. Like, I think we're going to end up coming back up here and likely going sideways for a while. And then we might hit, I mean, well, I did this a while back and it said, you know, maybe 13. I didn't even put these here for price action. I think that's what I put this here. I was suggesting, I think, to myself that we'll probably be back to like 14, 15,000 by the time of the halving. So we've got like 6 months, 5.5 months until then. And then from there, we'll likely end up going sideways. Kind of like this. Here's the halving. We'll be sideways. This is a couple months time right here. And then we start going up. And then boom, 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 boom. All the way up to like January 2021. All-time high, 300,000. A lot of people are like, oh, there's no way we're going to hit 300,000 that fast, Crow. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. You know what, man? I know that absolutely anything can happen in Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. So what I do know is that I'm doing everything I can to accumulate as much as possible. And that's one of the reasons why I'm loving my bot. Hopefully I woke you guys up. Saturday at 4:10. Been on for 50 minutes. I just kind of wanted to hang out. I've got a big party getting ready to pop off here in an hour or so, and we're going out, and we're just going to have some fun. So I thought I'd come on and say hello and hang out and answer some questions. XLM, it went green. Good. Rep is green. Everything else is turned red. I'm not in any position at the moment with Ethereum. Oh, because it turned off. That's why. It didn't look like I did, but I guess it did turn off when I clicked it. Turn it back on. Yeah, it did an action, but I guess it's not updating itself. Real time on the fly. Maybe that's a UI issue. I'll have to alert Nibiru. Nibur. I like your forecast. Thank you. Yeah, talk about your bot. I have talked about my bot. I don't want to get redundant. Just know that I'm experimenting, and I'm going to be experimenting a lot more and just updating everybody regularly. I will say, if you think you're going to end up getting the bot, now is probably a good time. If Bitcoin does end up going down to like $6,000, for the price of the bot, it's not going to affect the price that much. But while the price is low and while it's where it's at, probably a pretty good price point to be able to pick up the bot. So I would suggest you do so at your earliest convenience. I've been working on the site a little bit. I'm trying to get everything more optimized for SEO and doing different things, change some of the graphics here, just working on different stuff. If I go to buy, I know the beta version 5 is getting ready to launch, which is one of the reasons why I've been working on things. So I've got screenshots of the bot and some stuff it does. And some description and all that. I work on this. I'm trying to figure out where the hell to change my damn headers and stuff in some of these pages. Some of them work, some of them aren't, and I'm not quite sure exactly why. Like, that's different. It's like, I don't even know what the hell happened there. So, but my fact page does work. Oh, wow. Yeah, because I'm on extra widescreen monitor. That's not, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't even remember. I'm getting brain fried. Just yammering now. Crow, what do you think about decentralized exchanges, and will they last with laws coming into play? I think people trying to launch decentralized exchanges to get out of the purview of regulators, that's not going to do it. That's not going to help them. I think that. Are they a little more secure, maybe? I don't know. Possibly. Again, it all just kind of depends on how they're operated. But I believe there needs to be some centralized control in exchanges, personally. Is your bot fully running? It is fully running. I can do live trading and everything with it right now on Coinbase Pro. But I'm not personally live trading yet. I like to test things, explore. I want to learn every little nuance, every in and out. Every time we do an update, because we're still in beta. So, I tell people, look, if you plan to get in and start playing with the bot and buy the bot when we hit the first live release, get it while the Bitcoin's price is cheap. That's just my own suggestion. But, if you're kind of like on the fence and you're like, oh, I really like you, Crow, but, I don't really know if I want, like I got Profit Trailer and I really like that, but it was really hard and, you know, this and that, and now you're doing this, and I don't really know if I want to spend more Bitcoin on something else. I totally get it. But so I would just say, you know, wait until I'm doing videos where I'm showing everybody how much I'm earning. I mean, that's it. Like, it's like, until I'm live trading and I'm able to show and say, hey, look what I did over the last 24 hours. You know, if you're waiting for that, wait for that. Whatever makes you feel comfortable. But I will say that this bot is being created to become and ultimately to be the easiest trading bot for people to use. And I'm super pumped about it because the more I use it, the more I play with it, the more I'm realizing I absolutely believe that it's going to be the case. So, yeah. CrowTrader.com. I need to come up with a catchy jingle. Collins is late. How dare you? 5 million Bitcoin in 5 years. Oh, $5 million Bitcoin in 5 years. Yeah, possibly. Possibly. Went out of beta. Beta 5 is coming. And I'm thinking after beta 5, it'll be the next release. I think the what's happening is, so I've got my own kind of secret strategy indicator and integration that is, I think, being worked on right now. That here's the thing about trading bots. I don't know of a trading bot where you can actually profit in a down market. And I think we've come up with a way to be able to do that. And that's being integrated now. And if it works the way I expect it to and the way I've kind of laid it out, CrowTrader should hopefully be the only bot that'll be profitable in a down market. Because one way or another, you're going to be able to improve your position. And so I'm super jacked about that. So that's what I'm waiting for personally, because I really want to live trade with that. To me, in my opinion, what we have planned is like everything else is subpar to that. That alone, I think, is enough to like, you'll see. But outside of that, I think we're waiting until both Coinbase Pro and Binance are options as tradable exchanges on using the bot. And then I think that's when the first like version 1.1 public release will be available. But the thing of it is that, you know, those who own a license to the bot, they're able to do everything now. You know, it's just they're just updating their bot on a fairly regular basis, with each new update. So people can use it now. Crow, when can I learn about setting up the bot and how to be successful? I mean, honest to goodness, it's so simple. Like, you have no idea. So, like, I will say right now, Bollinger Bands are the easiest setting to find profit with. But this is, and I'm not just trying to be a salesman here. This is super simple. I go to Bollinger Band. I click a pair. We'll say I want to do a Bitcoin pair because I'm curious. Let's say Link USD. Is there a link? Yeah, no link Bitcoin. On. No, there's no link Bitcoin pair. So let's just play with link Ethereum. I don't know. So link Ethereum, fixed amount, slippage, fees, we'll just say 0.5%. We'll try a 15-minute candle over 7 days. I'm going to leave all this stuff where it's at. Guessing this is going to be very good, but this is going to produce much. Let's try REP. Ooh, there's a nice juicy fat thing. 7 trades at 12.52%. This is on a back trade of Bollinger Band, and you can see the entry, exit, entry, exit, entry, exit. So, and you can fine tune these settings, but if it ain't broke, I'm not going to fix it. But I could start my paper trade. Boom. I just started a paper trade. Might be going a little slow because everything I have going on and I'm streaming. So now that trading pair, here it is, REP BTC. It's now actively paper trading. Sentinel's looking for an entry. It's just watching the market. And that's it. That's how easy it is. And you can experiment. So like if you have the bot, just experiment with different settings and such. And you know, that's the whole point of back testing, is to just learn the bot and kind of get an understanding. Oh, well, if I change this, this happens. If I change that, this happens. And then when you find something that you really like, so like this was a 12.5 gain over a period of 7 days, 12.5% gain over 7 days. If that continues to do really well through paper trading, which paper trading, remember, is the bot is going to start trading from now moving into the future, not using hindsight. And it's going to be the best test for that strategy and those settings to see, okay, this is going to move, this is going to work well moving forward. So, and if I like on this 6 trades, that's not too bad. I could turn on live trading right now and it'll start doing the same thing, making live trades. It should anyway. So there'll be a lot of training coming up about CrowTrader in the near future. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and cut it. I'm gonna go get something to eat because I'm super hungry and I've got like less than a half hour before we're kicking off. So thanks for joining me, guys. I appreciate it. Hopefully you guys are having a fun Saturday. I just wanted to come on and hang out and say hello. So until next time, crow your coins, and I'll see you again soon. Have a good one.